What is up, geeks? I am super stoked to finally open this figure. I've had this guy for about a month. I got him during like finals week, so I've had no time to make videos. But now it's summertime. I have all the time in the world, and yeah, I really love this figure. This is actually, my favorite graphic novel, The Dark Knight Returns, and so this is gonna be one of my favorite figures, I know for sure, without even opening him yet. Um, he's using the Masters of the Universe Classics body mold, which is really cool. So yeah, that's basically it. His box has, well, here is his signature pose from the Frank Miller graphic novel. Um, this is the artwork from it with Carrie Kelly. Whoever's read the novel knows who Carrie Kelly is. There's a picture of the New 52 Batman, which I have, and also the Planet X, which I'm going to review soon. Um, so yeah, pretty cool box artwork. Here is the info. If you want to pause, go ahead. For those who haven't read the graphic novel yet, I don't know what you're doing, like watching this video. You should be reading that right now. Anyone who's a real Batman fan has read that graphic novel. It's by far one of the best. So let's get into this review so I can finally open this guy. Now, I've watched a lot of reviews on this guy, and it really doesn't do it justice. This guy is huge. I mean, he towers over the other DC Classics figures and DC Unlimited figures. He is just awesome, and that's how he's supposed to be. I mean, he was huge in the comic books, and like my friend Joe says, he's like the grizzly bear Batman. He's great. He's like so strong, and he looks so awesome. And so yeah, I mean, this figure is just like perfect. It goes exactly like the way the comic book portrayed him. I mean, there's really no like complaints about this figure. The articulation and everything is just perfect, like seamless. It's just amazing, and his cape is massive, which I like a lot. It's just so huge. It really isn't until you actually hold this figure do you actually realize how big he is and how awesome it is. Yeah, I have no complaints at all. The paint is pretty simple. I mean, I'm not complaining about that though, because it's true to the comic book. It really looks like you just took the character out of the comic book and made him into an action figure, which I like. His cape is like a bit shiny, I'd say. The rest of the figure has like a matte, dull finish. It looks really leathery. They used a soft plastic on his underwear over here, which was a nice choice. It makes it look leathery, and not only that, it doesn't hinder articulation, which I'll get into soon. His boots, like with the wrinkles in there, it's just really accurate detail. It's a nice touch, like the folds in the cape and just everything. The fold on his briefs. I mean his underwear. His Batman logo looks awesome. It's actually painted on there. I mean, for a second I thought it was sculpted, but now that I'm going over it, it's not. Which I guess they could have done that. They could have sculpted it, but like the paint job on this is so perfect that it looks like it's sculpted. That's just amazing. I really thought it was sculpted, but it's just painted on there like perfectly. And it looks great. It just goes well with the rest of the black. I love his facial expression. Like I said, perfect with a comic book. The nice wrinkles, his mouth, it's just really nice. Even underneath, you can see like his nostrils and stuff. So, like the folds in near his eyes, because he's supposed to be older. Just everything. Let me just go over the belt really quick. His belt, I mean his utility belt is really nice too. It has nice details down to the little, like folds and the linings here. Really nice, and it continues through the back. They put the the company stuff, like the copyrights on the back, which was a very good choice, because sometimes they just like put it like right here or like where it's very visible. He does come with a Batarang, which like the one mistake they did was put China over here. I don't get that. They placed the company thing on his back, which was a perfect place, but then they put like made in China right on his Batarang. I guess that's okay. At least it's just one side. His Batarang is a soft plastic, simple design, just like the comics. Nothing really more to say to that. Oh yeah, and his boots. I just discovered this right now. His boots underneath, sculpted. You know, they didn't stop at the boots, which is really, really nice. I really like that a lot. His head has awesome, awesome articulation. It goes up that much, down that much, and goes left and right. Very good head articulation for a DC Mattel figure. His arm can go that high, which is very good. Goes front and back with no problem. Even though he has huge biceps, the bicep articulation isn't hindered at all. And he can, his single joint on the elbow isn't hindered at all by his huge biceps. I really wish they added the gauntlet joint over here. It would have fit perfectly with the cut. But they put the cut over here, which is okay. They do that a lot with Batman figures. Nice ab crunch. Very cool ab crunch. I like that. So you can get him in that nice pose, that signature pose he does. He also has the waist articulation. As I said earlier, his underwear doesn't get in the way. It goes up and, front and back, in and out, no problem. It has a really cool ball joint over here. If you can see that. It's a lot better than the standard crotch pits, whatever you want to call those things. It's a lot way better. I wish they just converted to this kind of articulation for the rest of DC Comics history when it comes to Mattel making their figures. Here is the single joint on the knee. Very good. They have a cut in the boot. It's a good placement for the articulation. And standard up and down movement. And for a second I thought there was like an ankle rocker. Maybe mine is just a little loose on this end. But I've seen some reviews which say that like there is an ankle rocker. I'm not completely sure. Some people think there isn't. You can be the judge if you get this figure. Let me know in the comments below. Here's a few of my Batman figures. He stands at about, I'd say, 6 3/4. He's pretty tall. He's almost as tall as the DC Direct Batman over here, the Batman Incorporated Batman. Yeah, he's only about a couple and maybe less than an inch shorter than he is. But as you can tell with the other DC limited figures or DC Classics figures, he just towers over them, which is good because he's supposed to fit into that scale, the 6-inch scale. This is him next to my DC Direct Superman, which is pretty good scale. I picture them being the same height. I remember in The Dark Knight Returns, Superman's a bit like bigger than he is in this, costume. This figure. I don't know if they're gonna come out with the Superman version. The Dark Knight Returns version of Superman. They probably should. I'd really like to see a Superman Unlimited line, like they have this Batman Unlimited line. That would be really cool with the Man of Steel coming out. I hope you liked my review. As always, comment, like, subscribe, all those other things. I answer all my comments, messages, and whatever. I hope you liked it, and embrace, express, and enjoy yourself, guys. See ya.